I think, wait, before we do news,
Sure.
I want to jump back. Here's what I think Disney should do. If they're going to do a new Star Wars thing, do it for the ultimate, like, fanboys, you know, who hated episode 1. You have just a whole torture porn movie of Jar Jar Binks. Like, he gets captured by somebody. You know what I mean? Like that crazy guy with the no, it can't be the guy with a 2-sided one, because he was in that same one.
Wait. Cross worlds. Find out who has the intellectual property that owns Saw, and you do a Star Wars Saw crossover.
Yes.
So now Jigsaw.
I was thinking the passion of Jar Jar Binks, right? He's just fucking whipped, and he's getting, like, prodded with lightsabers up his ass, you know, for like an hour and a half.
Did you ever read?
Mr. Head getting whipped. Oh, don't stick the lightsaber there. You know, it'll be a whole fucking thing.
Did you read the or hear the story of the actor who played Jar Jar Binks?
No, did he have to kill himself like that guy that caught the foul ball at the Cubs game? Or the home run ball at the Cubs game?
He talked about being suicidal. It's a really passionate and fascinating. I recommend reading it.
I hope that was his real voice. This was so sad after playing Jar Jar Binks. A lot of people said, "Why did you make a voice like that to play the character?" And I said, I just use my regular voice. I talk like this. It was a skateboarding accident when I was a kid. I hit my larynx, and now I talks like this. I talk like a blue blackface guy.
Well, he said that filming, everybody loved the character. Everybody was laughing on set. They thought it was going to be this big hit, and the backlash sent him into a huge depression. It's a fascinating story.
Be the next Barney the dinosaur. Fuck.
Oh, maybe he's doing meditative sex therapy like Barney the dinosaur.
You like that? You like when I use 3 fingers instead?
Either way, I recommend checking out his story, because he went through a lot. It's fast because you make these jokes and there's someone behind the thing. But what's funny is he could have remained anonymous, I think, but it did upend his career, because
I was gonna say, wasn't he in a fucking puppet costume the whole time?
Yeah, but that's the fucked up thing about Hollywood, is even though he could have been like, oh well, thank God my face isn't attached to it, in the inner circles, it's, ooh, he was Jar Jar, we can't hire him. Even though nobody can name him. Like, he could have remained anonymous, but nobody would hire him because he was attached to a character everyone hated.
That's rough, man.
It is. It's fucked up. All right.
Well, especially with a character that cartoony. It's like, how are you gonna, like, not get booked? Because they're like, well, I just didn't like you as Jar Jar Binks. It's not like, oh, I didn't like you as G.I. Joe, or people hated you as I don't know, in a Scorsese movie or something. But yeah. It's like, dude, it's so. I didn't write the fucking part. Like, dude, they said put the blue mask on and go like, and so I did. I mean, what do you? This is like hating somebody for being on a fucking kid show and going like it was too cartoony. I know it was for 8-year-olds. Like, fucking leave me alone. I'm auditioning to be a hitman right now. I'm not going to do the same voice. Like, it's not.
I was just going to say what you just said.
The money or you're going to die. Like, that's
Cookie Monster.
What's up?
You just did Cookie Monster.
Yeah, so did Jar Jar. He did a pansexual Cookie Monster. That I can't believe they're hating on that guy in real life for that. He didn't write the fucking part.
Yeah.
Hate on Lucas.
I absolutely do. If I'm not going to break it down, but if you think about it, I don't understand why Star Wars is so legendary. I don't, because episode 4, great, everybody loved it. Empire Strikes Back, holy shit, even better. Return of the Jedi, hit and miss. Had some great moments, but was a little too cutesy with the Ewoks. And then after that, the prequels, all 3 of them, unwatchable bad. Then Rogue One was great. Episode 7 was nostalgic, but 8 and 9 were. You have more bad Star Wars content than you have good at this point. So
for sure. It's just but the bad didn't count for a while, because for decades you only had this iconic trilogy, and I mean that spawned the term trilogy. You know what I mean?
It did, like, but it's so far in the past. The bad should have buried it by now.
Nah, it was too much of a cultural thing, man. It was, you had the toys, you had everything. I it's gonna be tough. I think if I'm showing my son Star Wars, I'm gonna have to whitewash the Star Wars universe like Alabama does to the 1700s in history books. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna.
You mean like
there's
Florida's currently doing?
That's right. There's just some Star Wars movie don't get talked about in this here household.
See, two things. One, when you talk about action figures, when you said it spawned that, they still release action figures for the new movies, and it's funny because nobody buys them anymore. So for some reason, they still put out an action figure, and a week later, you see it on clearance for $1, and it's just funny because, again, law of diminishing returns. They're still trying to capture that magic where if you have an original Millennium Falcon from 1977 in a box that's worth $100,000, so now they put out, hey, you see that guy in the background that was walking across set carrying a couple bags? Isaac Oscar was talking. Yeah, we got an action figure for him, and nobody buys any of the shit. But second thought, I'm not introducing my kids to any Star Wars because they're all bad now. If Disney had any fucking,
just said Andor's good.
Well, no, I mean the movies, just the movies.
Yeah, the movies.
Disney had any balls, they would re-release the original trilogy like it was in the theater, because Lucas shit canned those when he started doing the first re-releases where he upgraded them and Han shot first and here's an extra big explosion. South Park made fun of them beautifully when the South Park did an episode on upgrading and updating shit that doesn't need updated. So as far as I'm concerned, if you watch episode 4, A New Hope or Empire Strikes Back on Disney Plus, you're not seeing the good version we saw as kids. You're seeing the Lucas remix, and he added shit that doesn't need to be there. So as far as I'm concerned, all the Star Wars films are no bueno, except for Rogue One.
Added completely destroyed the whole movie, though.
Well, he fucked it up. It's,
they're annoying. You kind of roll your eyes when you see it, but I don't think
it takes away from the magic.
Yeah, I mean I don't know that if I was watching it for the first time, I would necessarily be like, no, this sucks, because see, look at Jabba the Hutt's in here for like 20 seconds. Like you know what I mean? Like
I hear what you're saying. I'm offended, so I'm gonna withhold.
I get it. That was a good episode. That was the one where he kept he kept raping Indiana Jones. They kept raping
and they even do a commercial where they say, hey kids, we're re-releasing the first episode of South Park. We always wanted to have cool special effects and stuff. I mean,
that's right.
Fucking hilarious.
No, that's good.